Alrighty, hello everyone, this is Kavfire here with another EVE Online video. Well, stream. The reason why I haven't played Tears of the Kingdom in a while is because I'm gonna be moving away from it for a little bit because I don't want to run out of content, and I will run out of content out of that. Um, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna try to find something else to stream. I might go back to Dune. Who knows? Um, but in the meantime, I figured I might stream EVE Online since that's what I've been mostly playing while I'm waiting for the 5N city to get up. Now, there is an update on that. I know that we were supposed to launch the city early later last month. I believe it was supposed to be on the, let me pull it up, around the 30th or the 31st. But that got delayed due to we having to do updates. Now we are waiting for a new update's gonna happen to the inventory system. I don't know when that's gonna happen. Um, it could be tomorrow or today, or it could be sometime next week. We're basically waiting for that because that's going to be a massive overhaul, and it's something integral. I think we still have to do some stuff with cars because we had to basically do. We did a mass update of the framework. So we had to basically redo everything. EMS has been tested. I've also helped test the prison. I'm just waiting for the go ahead from the city, and then we'll be good to go. So yeah. So what I'll be doing in this stream is I will be tackling the the Sisters of Eve, epic arc. Now, what is an epic arc, and who are the Sisters of Eve? The Sisters of Eve are basically the in-game version of the Red Cross. They basically help people. Now, an epic arc is basically a storyline mission. So let me actually pull this up. So there are a lot of epic arcs. So there's the Sister of Eve. There's Glen. Like every major faction has one epic arc. So Kadari, Mimitar, a couple of the pirate factions have one. Also, this one's a major game changer because you can get a mining destroyer for free, which is really good. I actually have. Let me actually pull it up. Forget where I put it. Yes, I have this. This is the fancy version of this. It is. It's a very good mining ship. This version of it actually has some improvements over the other one. So let's actually pull that one up. I forget how to actually compare to another destroyer. Okay. So I got it. So the Pioneer, which you can get for free for doing that epic arc, you can do that every 90 days. So every 3 months. Very useful. And then I have the Pioneer Consortium issue, which is basically a tricked out version that's a little bit better. So it costs a little bit more, but it's well worth it. So you get 750 more structure HP. You get 250 armor HP. You get 500 shield capacity, which is awesome. The sensor strength is better. You have a longer range for your targeting range and sensor resolution. You can actually carry twice as many drones. That's major. So in the standard version, right, you can have 4 light drones, which is what I would recommend for Pioneer. Because you can have 4 light drones active at one time. Now the Consortium mission, if you can get one, and they are expensive, they're much more expensive, as you saw earlier. You can actually have 4 light drones and 4 mining drones. So, if that's actually a great thing, because you can basically, so if you're just sitting at a asteroid in a asteroid belt, you can basically have your mining drones active, and then when you see rats come up, you can pull those in. They'll bring in whatever ore they have, switch them out for your light drones, deal with the rats, and then just go back to deploying the mining drone. They're a little bit faster. They have more CPU, more power grid. They actually have an extra medium slot, which is huge. They also have a bigger mining hold. And by the way, this applies to ore from asteroids, and like special anomalies that you have. Also ice and gas. So as you see here, this is my Pioneer Custodium. So I have 3 tier 2 mining lasers, a mining survey chest set, which is actually a massive bonus, a shield recharger 2, a small shield extender 2, a afterburner 1, and 2 standard mining upgrades. By the way, this entire fit is alpha ready, so you can fly this as a free-to-play player, right? So it is a free-to-play ship. Even the custodian version of it is a free-to-play ship. There's also there's actually a command destroyer. I didn't even know there was a command destroyer for them. So it requires mining destroyer 5. And command destroyers also needs command burst specialization 4. What does this have? Oh, the window's a little buggy. I think the game just froze. I'm still connected. Yeah, I think the game just crashed. Yeah, I'm still getting internet. Let me actually close Eve. Alright, yeah. Give me a second to relaunch Eve Online real quick. I have no idea why it actually did that. Eve won't takes a bit about a minute to actually boot up. Alright. Alright, see, there's my two characters. There's Kavfire, the one I'll be playing on, and there's Lady in Indie a lot. Playing words, basically. Basically, you can have 3 characters on one account. So, what does so you can actually do that. Now you can't actually train all 3 characters for free. You have to actually pay for it. I'm paying for Indie a lot. Alright, so let me actually go back to where I was. So you can actually, because I was curious about the command destroyers. Okay, so they have a micro jump field generator. Speed at time, I have no idea what that is. A plus 2 bonus to shield command and mining form and burst, effect, strength, and duration. Plus 15% mining yield, so that's a... That's, yeah, 15, 30, 45, 60. There's a 75% bonus to mining yield. That's massive. 10% bonus to drone hit points and damage. That can be good. That is a... what, 30% bonus to shield resistances. Yeah, that's like... It's that cheap? And there's one in the station, damn. Yeah, no, that's actually really, really good. What is it good for? Fitting. I can have 3 lasers. What, what is it? Drone usage capacity. Ooh. So I can do 5 lights. Or 5, drones. 5 mining drones. Mining hold up 20. Damn, that might be a little bit worth it. But I'm not gonna spend that much money on that. All right, so we'll get back to where I was. By the way, for the record, I'm training right now to fly a Marauder. Not gonna say why, just because I want to. Just go. Let's go with that. I have a fit and everything. Um. So okay, so we'll go to before we get started. We'll do with my fit that I'll be using. So by the way, this is something I've already had set up. I had this here to do the epic arc. I think I was gonna start it, but I never did. So I've never done Sisters of Eve. So I have 5 experimental SV 2000 rapid light missile launchers. So the definition between a light missile launcher and a rapid missile launcher is they fire faster. Can I actually fit the tier 2 version of the rapid lights? Oh, that's heavy. Rapid light missiles. Oh, I can. Let me actually train. Let me simulate that real quick. It might actually be beneficial for me to actually... I'm only doing like 20 DPS more. I don't think it's worth it. To buy them. And we have 2 warriors. I don't have... Do I actually have all those warriors in my... I do have all those warriors in my hold. I don't need that many warriors. I'm also going to... move 6,000 of them into here. I don't need that many missiles in my hold. So because there, from what I understand, there's actually lore during the epic arc sisters to get to know the faction. Now, why do you want to do the Sisters of the Eve epic arc every 90 days? For 2 reasons. You can actually get a lot of standing with the Sisters of Eve. We work with some of other corporations, but I think you mostly do it with this organization. This is my standings with everyone. I'm pretty good. I can almost run tier 4, level 4 missions with Kavfire Navy. The downside to actually doing that, though, and the reason why it takes so long is because I don't have the faction rep for that. So these are the factions. Now, the difference between the corporations and the factions is if you can get the reputation with the faction. I'm gonna let you pull it to the side so you can actually see. Sorry, I forgot that I've got my chat blocked off. And I have my home system and whatnot blocked off. Is if you can get, say, with the Qatari state, if I can get 3.0 with them, I can run level 3s with all their mission vendors, regardless of what corporation they belong to. It's very helpful. And because of that, as you notice, I actually have a bigger plus to the standing with Car State because so I have a base standing of 0.51. That's okay, right? And if you go to Kavfire Navy, right? Even though I have even though I have more, it's basically the same thing. I still have the. Oh, you can't actually see that. Oh yeah. Right. So let's see. I have a. Let's pull it all aside because I'm not worried about where I am. The skill points is my character point. Blah blah. As you see, so let me re-explain it. So this is my base standing with Kavfire Navy. I've been running missions with Kavfire Navy in the Drake, which is a fantastic ship. I recommend it. Even though I'm Minmatar. So my base standing with Kavfire Navy is 3.29. Just my base standing with them alone, I can run level 3s. Now, because I have connections 4 with them, I gain a plus 1.07, which gives me my standing of 4.36. So because of that, I can run level 3s with Kavfire Navy just by themselves. But I can only do it for Kavfire Navy, which is, I think they only give you security missions, if memory serves. But if I can get it with the Kavfire state, I get more. So having a higher base standing with them is awesome. And I get more because it's a faction one. Because because it makes it easier to get it high. We'll be mostly working with the Servants of Sisters of Eve, which has a one of their corporations they have is the Sisters of Eve, which is where we are now, right? So let's go back to my fitting because I never fully explained it. So I have my rapid light missiles. I'm jumping all over the place. I'm not. I need to. It's part of my autism. So we'll go to my medium flight, which is my tank because I'm a shield fit. So I have a 10 M MN monopropellant enduring afterburner. So my base speed without that on is 287.5. With that on, it is 622.22. That's actually pretty fast for a cruiser, which is what the Caracal is. I have a medium clarity warp enduring shield booster. Getting 90 shield hit points every 3 seconds, so 30 per every second. That's not good. That's okay. I also have a, with this activated on, I have a, resistance modifier of 29 for each of the endurances, which are EM, explosive, kinetic, and thermal. I also have a large, I'm gonna butcher this, atmospheric resilient shield extender. Now, cruisers are only meant to have medium stuff, but if you have the good enough skills like I do, because I actually have really good skills, considering I have 24 million of them, I can actually put a large item on here. I also have a large compact PD acid cap battery. Now, what does that all mean? It means with every of with the afterburner, the shield booster, the shield hardener, I'm cap stable. Meaning, unless you take away my cap, I'm always going to have my booster on, I'm always going to have my shield hardener on, and I'm always going to be going, room. Now, I also have 3 ballistic control system 2s. These basically improve the damage of my missiles. I also have a Mark 1 compact power diadometer. Now, if I actually simulate this real quick and remove that, oh, I'm still cap stable, but I don't have as much energy. It gives me a little bit more energy. I could always remove that and actually put, say, a damage control. Right? So let's say we move that. And then go to, oh, no. I want to click the wrong one. Hull and armor and damage control. So I can put a, any of the damage controls on because I actually have good skills. So, what is a damage control is? If you can, and you don't need it for DPS, always put on a damage control unit on there. What does the damage control unit does? It increases your resistance. So without it, let's look at EM. I have a 48% EM damage resistance. That's not bad. It's not great. It's not bad. Typically, if I'm doing missions, I prefer to have at least 50 of each resistance. And Kadari don't get a bonus to their EM shield resistance. Basically how they build the ships. If I put that on, EM goes to 55, and all the other resistances are in the low to about the mid 60s, with the exception of explosive almost being at 70. I might actually do that because it isn't one in the station. There isn't one in the station. I'm gonna do that because having a little bit more tank is always better. But I'll get to that in a second. So we have that. Let's simulate actually having it on there. just so you guys can see that. And there's actually like faction damage controls. Like if I say remove the sand one and put like say one of the faction ones on there, it doesn't really change much. Unless I get to like officers. The officers are way with the unit W 643 modified damage control circuit. It's not that much of a damage resistance. Typically, you don't want to actually do. You want to do a tier 2 damage control if you don't have the power grid or the CPU for one. Go with the IFF one, because if you look, the IFF compact damage control is actually saves you on power. But you lose a bit of your damage resistance. That's fine. So we have the medium arc length current reactor. What does this do? This actually increases my power grid. Because I'm almost at the limit of what I have. You know, if you don't have good skills, and by the way, I believe as you guys see, I have Energy Grid 5 and Power Grid Management 5. So I have the best, starting out CPU and CPU management. I have other at 5. Now, I don't have every skill to max, because that takes a lot of time, and I haven't always had an Omega. I'm going to fix that. It's going to take me many years to actually do that. If I actually get to the point where I can fly all the ships I want, right, and everything, I just need to, like, get FIs for whatever. What I can always do is I can always go to my character and my attribute and just change those over to whatever I want. Right? I have 36 because I also have a plus 12 booster. Right now. Which I'll get to in a second. Right? Can actually... Yeah. So I'm basically going to show you what skills I have. Like, I can fly a lot of ships. Right? I can basically fly all, for combat ships, I can fly from frigates to battleships, all factions. Minus the pure stuff, because I can only do up to destroyers. But they have some really cool ships, but I'm not into those right now. Some ship skills I have to fight. So right now, I can fly a heavy assault ship for Kadari. With this, I can actually fly the Ishtar, which is a heavy assault cruiser. It's actually because it's Galente, it's actually meant for drones and armor. I'm not really good with armor. Right, I can fly. I can fly most of the, Because I believe, yeah, I think I have... Yeah, I can do that. Will I? I can probably do it because I do have actually somewhat decent drawing skills. Not the best, but good enough. As you see, I have 900 and 333,000 armor skill points, and I have more in shields. I can... Let me actually show you guys all the skills. The only skill that I don't have, which I have no idea what this is actually for. What is that for? Oh, this is a something for yeah, it can only be fitted to capital industrial ships. I can't fly a capital industrial ship. Um, you know, but yeah. So let's get into actually the let me actually before I do that, I am going to change my fitting for a bit. Right, so I'm now a little bit tankier. That's awesome. Having a good tank is always a good thing. And there are some the Marauder, the Golem that I'm training for. I'll show you guys what I'm actually working on getting. Oh no, that's oh, that's a battle cruiser. Right, I'm planning on flying a Golem. Right, the base, like I see, it has 40. Its weakest stat without actually doing it is 40. You can really do a good, they are designed to be a tanky ship. They can actually be used in PvP, and if you find one in PvP, if you come across one in PvP, you better have a lot of DPS on your side, or you will die in a loud, grotesque military manner. Because Marauders, with their Bastion modules on, is actually really tanky. So let's get into it. A Beacon Bex. I ask for help and they send me a capture leader. You are a capture leader, aren't you? An immortal pilot who subverts the rules of life and death, who shapes the fate of the empires. You have to excuse my skepticism. I work with the humanitarian organization, the Sisters of Eve. I seen your kind hasten the deaths of millions every day. You expect me to believe that you are different? To prove yourself, your actions will have to do the talking. We have received a direct call from the ship called the Dendro. You are the closest aid available right now. Get out there and save some lives. Prove to me you're not just another murderous liar with a god complex. With all the power at your disposal, you certainly could be a force for good. And one thing certain, good is in dire need of allies these days. So we go right into here. We're getting paid. As long as we complete the mission within 6 hours, which we'll be able to do, we get 286,000. So let's accept the mission. and undock. Let's get into it. It does take me a bit to undock. See, there's... let me actually put my warriors into... into the cat group that I have. There's a Reaper, Repulse out there, and an Omen. That is the Kadari tactical destroyer. So let's actually gain the warp. Normally it's not that laggy unless I'm like in beta. So as you guys see, the wings. Hey, Rookie, how are you doing? It has been too long since I've talked to people. Well, talked to you guys. I have been, preoccupied. So, for those who don't know, when you actually jump through any gate, you are invisible for about a minute and a half. It has its useful... I am actually doing great. I'm doing the epic arc for the Sisters of Eve as the as my stream has intended. I'm with a great corporation, which if you saw my stream a couple days ago, which probably didn't because I did it at a weird time. We did Rome and get absolutely hammered by Loki. Yeah, it's, By the way, you could do this mission series in a destroyer. I'm choosing to bring a cruiser because I'm a bit tankier. Okay, I need to press the Mimitar Battleship Wreck. There's a Revelations. Oh, that's Dreadnought, yeah. Why would they send a battleship for a distress as a sort of like rescue ship? Yes, you can be very, very tanky. But why would you send a battleship? Alright, so we're going back. So, as you guys see... So, I got... .994 for her. And I got .092 for the Sisters of Eve. My goal for doing the Sisters of Eve epic arc is so that I can see if I can get 5.0, so that I can actually do missions, level 4 missions. I have it requires a battleship, and I have a battleship ripped and ready to go. I have a Raven, which is actually a really cool ship. It's a really good ship too. Ripped and ready to go. I was originally gonna be doing level 4s with it, with Kadari Navy, so I can start getting like the blueprints and whatnot. But that's been repurposed. Um, it still be being used for level 4s, but it's not gonna be doing it with the original people. Because there's a ship I want. Oh, and I also got a reward. Oh yeah, because I didn't actually do the epic arcs. So that's gave me what 5 points. So that's gonna be 30, 50, and then this is gonna be another 50, right? Yes. So that's 100 points closer to the 3,000 I need. I already have this. Actually, I'm gonna show you guys the paint skin that you get for Caracal. So this is this is the standard Caracal skin. Alright, we have to go to actually fitting. So I have two. I have the aspirant enforcer permanently, and I also have this one. This one I think I got from this is one I got for a random draw. But there's also a lot more that you can get. Ooh, this one looks good. But we'll go with the aspirant enforcer, because that looks a little bit better than having your standard ship. Mission is called Agent Inquiry. We got some interesting information out of your trip. It seems no one fired on Denzel. Something must have happened inside the ship. Sabotage. We'd like you to track those survivors down, see if you can get any information about the ship's path, pilot, or cargo. We need to know what caused this disaster. Concord, basically the police agency. Let me actually move this up so you can actually see. Is the first logical step. I've got in touch with Concord agent Tabbage Jack, who has information for you. His location is loaded to your Neocom, sorry. He's currently acting as an OR agent. Go see if you can find a piece of the puzzle. So if we complete this with 6 hours, we get That is currently up to debate. Um, what I could do is, because I'm running abyssals right now, at my corporate, for my corporate headquarters, um, I might start streaming those. And I just got access to the Salt Frigate, last night. I just got access to the corporate ops. I got access to the Harpy and the Hawk. I'm going with the Hawk because, yeah. Um, it's really, really good. And I get bonus to stuff. And look at that damage resistance. Oh, yes. It is actually still morning here. Alright, let's go. Set destination. Oh, he's like 3 jumps out. The added bonuses of actually doing this in a cruiser was it looks like a Dominion. Yeah, that's a battle. Okay, yeah, see you, rookie. Yeah, I'm fully loaded on my missiles, blah blah blah. The downside to rapid light missiles compared to standard light missiles is they fire a lot faster than your standard, but they have a longer reload capacity. Because it takes them 20 seconds to standard 10, and they have a shorter range. So that means the light missiles have a slower firing rate, but the reload capacity is standard 10, and they have a really good range. So, yeah, so they're really good. And as I said, this fit that I'm wearing, using, completely alpha ready. You can fly it to battleships, no problem. I believe by the time you hit, if you focus on flying a battleship, you can fly a battleship no problem. I think Omegas can actually use torpedoes. That is a good question. Yes, they can fire fire torpedoes. So each for smalls, mediums, and large, even for missiles have a for all weapons they have a shorter range version and they have a longer range version. So for light, it's rapid fire and standard light missiles. For mediums, it's standard mediums and then assault mediums. For large, you have cruise missiles, and then you have torpedoes. have a really fast line time. What's my line time in this thing? Yeah, that's not bad. I'm sub 6 seconds. That's actually really great for a cruiser. We have worms. Of interest. Yeah. I picked up the cruise. That outlived the explosion. Pretty massive, whatever it was. I'll see if I can track down the facilities that they were sent to. If you can do me a favor, a bunch of pirates have been scavenging the exploration site. Go and take them out for me. It shouldn't be too much trouble for a capture there. You might even find some extra information. Hell, you can probably get it done in time. I'll need to look up the rest of the data. Damn legacy systems. Okay. So let's go. And he's in a fleet of with worms, which are the faction frigates. Yeah, because okay, yeah, they're Kardari frigates. Yeah, they're special orca. Yeah, so they're actually a pirate frigate. Now, pirate ships are really expensive, but they have a massive bonus to them. Um, the bonus is, so if you're flying a frigate pirate ship, it requires frigate 1 and 2 faction ships to be able to do it. So, for example, let's take the Worm, for example. To be able to fly it, I need Galente frigate and Kadari frigate. But they give me bonuses for each one. So Galente frigate gives me plus 10 bonus to kinetic and thermal missile damage, and Kadari frigate gives me plus 4 bonus to shield resistance. Okay, so we get 2 targets. Alright. So my shields are up. Locking on. Fox 2. Yeah, I can really stand here and naturally not have to worry because they can't even hit me. Though the downside of actually doing this in a frigate, in a cruiser compared to a frigate, is lock-on time is actually a lot greater because of the size difference. Now, if I had better lock-on skills, I may be able to do it faster, but I'm not. I don't have great locking skills. And you see, I'm just wiping these things out with one volley. I think he means that worship. And reload. See. Oh, it's 35 seconds. Compared to 10. Yeah, it takes a lot longer. So you have to, if you're in the middle of a reload, in PvE, you have to make sure that either whoever's with you. Oh, it's actually already in my inventory hold. Okay. Um. You don't want to do PvP by yourself. Because you can die really easy to a small fleet. Unless you are a scout. Also, I didn't actually tell you guys, but I do have a social booster on here. I think I got it from one of the packs I bought. Because I have Biology 5, which is really good to have when you have boosters, I double the duration. So normally the booster I have gives me a I think it's plus 15. Yeah, plus 15 for a day. I get it for 2 days. Same thing with my Genius booster. This really, really helpful. And I have two. Yeah, I have two ready to go. Do you know you haven't finished your current mission for me? Yes. Good timing. Quest mission. Okay, I found your first guy, but it looks like he's already shipped out again. What, a fighter, huh? He's in the crew manifest as red, and his convoy has him listed under the same handle, so here you go. I'll give you coordinates to intercept the convoy now. You should be able to catch them before they get too far. Quick though, I'm worried that they don't have enough security to deal with the number of pirates, where they're headed. They might need your help. I had no messages for me. Okay. The difference between, because I'm in a corp and I'm sort of volunteering to do something for the corp, I might get the occasional message. So these things are just inside my range. Activating booster. Locking on. Firing. Yeah, for that one I actually, you have to be very careful with missiles, because you can accidentally fire an extra group of missiles at a target. Let me actually approach him to make this a little bit easier, so I'm not wasting missiles. And let me get a little closer and fire away. I have read. Okay.
Drive active.
Reload. Um. I don't even know who that. Who's they? Who are they? The member of war. Come. Dead is he? Figures. I'll keep the information going. But unless something changes, there's little Concord can do. Just got a message from Sister Leader. I sent her that weird data cord you found at the site. She says there wasn't they weren't able to decipher it. Pity. Still, she's very interested in consulting with you to do what she wishes. The sisters are good people. Okay, so I have the report to her.
Drive active.
1.5. Yeah, because I'm, or I believe I'm, yeah, I'm 1.89 with them. I think because I've done something for the enemies, that's how I've gotten it. It's a balancing act. With the repetitions. Um, so if I actually use the bonus track to get with Kadari State, Galente and Amar are not gonna like it very much, as well as the pirate faction. So as you see, I think this. Yeah, they hit the Amar Empire. Okay. And by the way, technically, I'm in a Mars space, I believe. I should be getting the next Epic Arc mission done when I go back to her. Alright, travel.
Drive active.
I don't know if I need my drones that big. Well, if I had a bigger monitor, this would be very easy for me to, not have to worry about. But I don't. I'm playing on a little tiny little screen. I might see if I can get a Oh, no, 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 no. Okay. We have another crew member listed, the ship's janitor. Yeah. Nabin Centurion is stationed at a small outpost. We hope he'll have a lead on where some of the other personnel are recuperating. In light of what happened to Red, I'd like you to bring him back here once you found him for his own safety. You understand? Oh yeah, no, not I understand. Um. So get some a little bit more cash. Um, if you can do them, doing the bonuses will actually save you a lot of time. So, uh, having both, getting the both of it is 250 skill points, right? That's enough to knock several days off of um my skill training because it's gonna take me uh almost uh about 69 and a half days to complete this. Right? That's the thing about skill training in EVE Online. If you want to get into like Tech 2 stuff, it is going to take you a bit of time. But once you've done it, you can actually do great things. Um, I have no idea what sequencing is. I think that's for um, yeah, that's like skins and whatnot. Subsections are actually for uh, strategic cruisers. Technically, I can almost fly one. I can fly. Uh, yeah, there's one that I can almost fly. I can almost fly the Proteus. That's right. Um, the good thing about a strategic cruiser is, and the reason why they're so useful, is you can customize what they can do. Um, you can do drones and hybrid. It really depends on which subsystems you put on. I would like to fly a Loki or a Tengu. I would love to get in a Tengu, but I think the closest one because to get into a Proteus, I need an hour of training to get Glente Core Systems, Glente Strategic Cruiser, Glente Defense Systems, Glente Offensive Systems, and Glente Propulsion Systems. That's gonna take me an hour and 3 minutes. Keep in mind, this skill training does not actually uh, let you know. It does not count in the booster. It's gonna be a lot faster when you count in the booster. Um, this is why before I activated this booster to get Biology 5, because that almost a month of plus 12 is so good, and I only have what about 8.5 days left. Alright, so we have targets on system. I need to actually make a, for the overview, I need to actually make sure I have a one for, that's meant for. Oh, you firing at me! Well, here's some fire back. Oh wait, no you did! We have a scout. Yeah, because this is, each of the station has, like, little add-ons to it. Um, it, the add-ons actually take, stuff. I think, yeah, there's, like, a ship being built over there. I think that's red. Yeah. Doing security missions, not only are you getting paid the, um, money for the mission itself, but you're also getting the bounties. And the bounties can actually make you a lot of money. On a typical level 3, I can make a couple billion, not billion, million, off just the, bounties. So,
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
yeah. We had information from the being. There's a problem. It appears that adversary the crew has shipped out as well. There's no way they would all get re-inspired so soon after the incident like this. They're being shepherded through the system so we don't find them. And then there's the drones. We need to find Abel. If we follow this longer, we might discover who doesn't want the truth uncovered. I would love to command a fleet, but fleet command in Eve is no joke. It is not for the faint of heart. Alright, let's go. Yeah, so Kaldari are a interesting culture.
Active.
Um, they're basically run by the corporations. They're basically what Earth can turn into. But on a galactic scale. Alright, so we have targets. We'll supposed to have targets. Let's go to transport. Shield. Let's kick in the afterburner. And get into drive. By the way, I would love to actually remake this ship in Imperion, but I can't get the wings right. To get these like little wings on the side would take actually a lot of effort, and I don't want to do that. I'm not seeing any targets. Uh, there we are. Locking on drones. We don't need to. Do I need to kill anything for the daily? No, I don't. I have scan. Yeah, like no. Okay. If I had the kill daily objective, I would totally stay to get those 3 kills. But I don't. I have like scan stuff. But I lost my scanning ship in wormhole space because I was an idiot. I went, but luckily it wasn't a complete loss. Um, it was a ship I got for free from the career missions, which I highly recommend you do, because you can get like I think you get a free destroyer for doing the enforcer missions. We located the doctor from the wrecked ship. Unfortunately, we located by the way of a ransom demand. We want this chapter of us. We're gonna pay it likely. They want planetary currency, so the real value is minimum. Dumb, I'll put the money in your hangar. When you accept the mission, I need you to take the ransom to the designated drop location. They'll drop off the doctor as soon as you drop off the money. That's the plan. Anyways, I'll prepare I'd be prepared for a double cross just in case. Um, yeah, I'm gonna put it in here. It's in there on dock, and it's in the system, so that's great. Um, I don't know if it's actually possible to have max rep with all the factions. So you're gonna have to be pissed off. You're gonna have to um. Someone's gonna be pissed off with you. Ideally, I like it to be the pirate factions. Let's pump in the afterburner and put on my shield and let's put this here. Okay. So you guys wanted to party? Well, you guys are gonna get missiles. I must set auto repeat off. because I don't want to have to keep on wasting the. Because I'm using faction missiles, it is really, you know, expensive. And the doctor is in my hole. Let's get the fudge out of here. Okay, that's weird. It's nothing to do with the game. Just the icon for 5M just changed. Because I have it, on hotbar. I'm gonna remove it because it's, like, causing me, like, I'm like, opening it accidentally all the freaking time.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
So we just got a special mission. Let's actually dock and turn this mission in real quick. Okay, so we have a because they're Sisters of Eve, I think I might get Sisters of Eve rep with them. I don't have. I'm not gonna go all the way over there and just do that. I'm just gonna buy it. I just need. Oh, I spelled it wrong. I need 1,000. So I'm getting paid how much? 36,000. How much for 1,000 of that? Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna lose 10,000, but that's completely fine. I do have the cooker space in here. Yeah, I have. I'm not even using 100 for my missiles. So actually doing the storyline missions are really good for you because they give you a shit ton of rep. For the faction. I don't know if it's actually if you get it based off of the last person you do it from, which would make sense because I between this one that I'm about to do and the one I did previously, I did the last mission for it for Caldari Navy. And if I am getting reputation with the system, I might actually get point 3.0, which would mean I can do level 3s. And because the epic arc we are doing has 51 missions, I'm gonna get a couple of those. Sadly, we got a distribution ones. Even though it says distribution, we might get like we might get a security one. We might have distribution one. We might have a mining. Well, technically, it is a mining one because we are expected to actually mine the ore. Veldspar is the most common ore in the game. You use it for titanium. If you just need titanium, um, which you can make one ship out of. You can make shuttle. You can make shuttles out of titanium. Um, uh, so there, just get me back the money I just spent on the Veldspar. And this is technically Concord space. I don't know if Concord actually has any missions. Yeah, they're not pulling up. Um, oh! My security status is now 1.3, which is nice. The higher my security status is, the better, because if I decide to become a pirate, it is actually, I have a long time to actually before I start getting shot at by the, you know, like I'll have a shoot on sight. Now, if I go to a faction that actually fucking hates me, if I get a negative 5.0, they will attack me. They will have their NPCs that are at every single gate open fire on me. I don't want that. Another ship I would love to get is the Michael, because it's so cool. I actually remember watching a video way back when I was still playing EVE Online for first time. I found a video of Star Wars versus EVE Online, and you had, I think it was an Imperial 1 Star Destroyer versus a Michael. One ship I would love to get my hands on, and this would actually be very, very, very useful, is a rattlesnake. If I can get my hand on a rattlesnake, I will be very, very happy. Because I can use a rattlesnake to do rats. Because a rattlesnake, to pull it up, is a battleship. I already have Mastery 1 in a lot of ships. But the main benefit is, you know, because I'm going to be going for Marauder, I get a 20% bonus to the shield resistances. That's massive. and then I can get 5, um, you know, large missile launchers. I can get that's 7 medium pound spark. That's massive for a shield tank. Do I actually have a rattlesnake fit? I probably don't. I'm not gonna show you my Marauder one. I do actually have one. Um, yeah. I think I remember building this thing for as just like a test. Um, yeah, this thing has 212 EPH with a 245 uh uh shield passive shield recharge per second. That's massive. I have 56,531 shield uh uh hit points. Um yeah, no, this was back. I think I made this back in the day um when they actually had passive and active for fits. Um yeah, no, this thing is freaking massive. The problem is the rattlesnake um is like really good with drones. Um yeah, I put, you know, 5 Valkyries in here. That's a medium. Yeah, that's a medium drone because I don't think I have access. I don't think I can really do heavies. Um, yeah, I don't think I can do. I think it's a wasp. No, the wasp is Kadari. Oh no, I can use heavy drones. Yeah, the Berserker is the Tech 2. Yeah. I don't have. Yeah, I can barely use heavy drones because I don't. I only have heavy drones ones. I can use uh medium drones. Yeah, I can use Tech 2 medium drones. Um, and I have each of the medium drones uh to 2. The plan, and this has nothing to do with the Marauder. Um, really, this is okay. So it does actually. So technically, I'm working on the match race with Gila. Um, the Gila is actually is a pirate cruiser. That's really good for abyssals. Ideally, before I go to where we're going, um, I want to get a Gila set up. Okay. Okay. I'm in air station. Okay. So let's bring this. Set destination and let's go. Um. By the way, I do have an idea for a story. I know I'm in past streams I have stories, but I think I can actually rate this one out. It would basically be on a fresh character's Eve journey from basically it would start off as them starting out their career as a capsuleer, like, oh, they just got accepted to the school because you have to actually go to school in the lore to be qualified to actually fly to become a capsuleer. In each faction, well, each empire basically has their way of doing it. Will have certain requirements. I don't know for Mar, but Kadari have like, oh, you know, your parents are, you know, medium or high ranking officials in a corporation. Of course you can have you can become a capsuleer. And I think there's a certain age where you have to be to become a capsuleer. I think you have to do it before you're 25. Because at 20, people, brains don't start developing until they're 25. I believe that's the limit. I did actually put it's in here, and it's in the hole. So the idea is, I'd probably do it as a Kadari player. Because I fly mostly Kadari ships nowadays. And the end game ships that I would personally like to fly is a Wyvern, which is the Kadari supercarrier. I would love to do that. I would get the blueprints myself and build it. Lady India Lot I just did this morning, but I basically did her attributes and switched them to intelligence and memory. Which actually are the skills needed for science, scanning, rigging, resource processing, production, planet management, natural enhancement, and yeah, I think and shield as well. Yeah, and targeting, and subsystems. So the idea is that I have in my mind is because I am going to be doing so much into, because she's right now doing the skills right now to be able to make tier 2 ammo, which is an entirely process in itself. If you want to know, there are people who are better qualified and know it better than I do. I have to reload. But it basically requires a bunch of skills to be able to do it. The higher some of these skills are, chance you have, the better chance you have, because it's actually to make tier 2 you have a chance to research it. Um, and the more those skills you have, the higher them, the better chance you have. I don't know what the ratio of chances um to do them, but the base one, the one that she has right now, is 34%. That's not good. Ideally, I would like to get it to 100% chance. I don't know if that's possible, but we'll see. Um, no, I'd like to do it without having the to use an extra item, because I believe you can get it with an item if you have certain skill levels. Um, and they are a couple. They're like this current skill training I have for them is a week. And that's gonna give them level 3s and all in the 3 skills. I don't remember what they are at the top of my head. Um, I might also use Kavfire to help me research things, because I can do 4 things on here. Um, uh, also, if anyone can tell me what in the Holy Name is a Breacher Prod used for, that would be very useful. Because I have no freaking idea what the Breacher Prods are for. As you see, I almost have every single um, non-capital skill trained. So I can almost use every single non-capital. I'm not counting the Breacher Prods, because I have no freaking idea what the Breacher Prods are used for. How much is 13 million? I might do that at some point. Because I'm doing 2.5, I might as well get it. Okay, so we have this. This is a +1/1. I have a +4 in my head right now, I believe. Yes, I have +4s. I think you can do +3s as an alpha, so I don't need this. I have no problem selling this. Okay, so let's look at the standing. So for Sisters of Eve, I actually went up 0.279. That's massive. Oh, that's just with the Sisters of Eve Corporation. Serpentines went down 0.031. Don't really care. That's a bonus. I went up by 0.149. That's again awesome. Or went up. Evemore went up. Blood Raider Convert. Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Marmandarin went up. I lost some with Kodari Navy, but it's not massive. but I did gain some for the Mimitar Republic. Also lost some with Amar Empire, but I got some for Galante Federation and the Grove Empire. I have no idea what they are for. It's a destination for there. But yeah, it's it was a little bit of a detour, but it's very worth it to do it. Um, yeah, again, plus 7-9. I'm almost been able to do level 3 missions. I might have to do a couple level 3 missions depending on what the reputation I have after. Um, the epic arc. I think I'm gonna get a lot. I don't know because I've never actually finished this epic arc. We'll just have to wait and see. I think I'm still on. Yeah, I'm still on 8 of 52. I have 2 more missions in chapter 1 to do. I still have a long way to go. I'm probably gonna get maybe 2, maybe 3 Sisters of Eve storyline missions before the end of this stream. Actually, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do them all in one go because I'm almost at 2 hours. Um, I'll would have now that I'm thinking about it, and now that it's showing how long it is, what I might do is, and it is noon my time. I'm gonna finish chapter 1. And then we'll go from there. I got sidetracked with other stuff. But this the bonus booster I have is being very, very helpful. Um I don't know why I had what am I missing for this one? Rocket. Yeah. Because I don't have rocket specialization. I don't even use rockets all that much. I might use them if I have
Docking permission requested.
an interceptor. Because I can fly a Kadari interceptor.
Docking request accepted.
Well, because I can fly a Qatari Celebrate, not an interceptor. Um, the only two ships I believe I can fly that are teched here right now are a Minotaur jump freighter and a no. I also have the Ishtar. Um, I was gonna go for the I think it's the Claymore. Yeah, I was gonna go for the Claymore. Um, but I I'm not there yet. I think I still have like 8 days. Yeah, because I don't have wing command. Um, 4 and command burst specialization. Command ship takes 5 days to train. Level 1? No, it shouldn't be that way. Command ships are actually uh, require the same amount of skill points as a battleship. So yeah, uh, to max out a battleship requires 2,048,000 skill points. Same thing, yeah. So getting command ship to level 5 is the same as getting a battleship. Um, yeah. So what I'm thinking is after I get done with, well, no, because I can't do. I'm not going to do that because I need to get my planetary management up. Because if I get my planetary management up, I'm going to probably, if I can get this skill to 5, no, this skill to 5, I can probably save myself a planet for where I'm going for. And planet management is actually a great way to make passive income. Okay, well, we've gone a long way, but we found the key survivor. Her name is Taka Khan. She was the engineer on the main ship from the ruined fleet. She was signed on to the crew of the Heartbreak. She may be the only one who knows what really happened. You know, drill out by now. Get out there, get her before someone else does. I'm fairly certain there'll be someone there to shoot at you. Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna do. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Where I am going to. Once I get done with chapter. Uh, 1, I'm gonna end my stream because it is getting close to lunchtime. And I don't like to eat on stream because it's a bit annoying. That sound reminds me of something from Star Blazer 2199, which is a great anime, by the way. It's a remake of Battleship Yamato from like the 70s, I believe. Late 70s, early 80s. I haven't watched the original one. Okay. 4 targets and sensors. And these things are drones too. So let's approach the Heartbreak. Shields up. Boosters on. And firing missiles. Rescue complete. We're getting the heck out of here. I only fired because we had to approach the target. And I'm like, might as well do that. Yeah, those drones are not going to break through my shields. You need a lot more damage to be able to break through my shields. 4 hours and 24 minutes until I'm done with Torpedo 3.
Docking permission requested. Docking request
I'm hopeful they'll come up with a Tech 2. Cause you have Lancer. Yep, I'm almost there. And I think I have. Yeah, going Galente is the last mission for Chapter 2. Remember that strange data cord you found? We determined that it might have been made by rogue drones of some kind. I'm sending you to Galente Space, where I've contacted someone who can help you continue the investigation. Her name is Daphne Ziffer. She's an agent for Codon and the Dahmer of their chief researcher. We're tapped out of our leads for now, which leads us in more information on drones. She can certainly give you that. Okay. How far away is that? It's 8 jumps. Okay. So let's do that, and then I'll end the stream. Um,
drive active.
let's reload my missiles. Yeah. So this has been interesting. By the way, uh, rogue drones are basically controlled by AI, who went nutty and tried to kill everyone else. They are in wormhole space. They are the most dangerous NPC rats you can come across, but they're also the most profitable. If you're lucky, you can actually get, from scavenging their wrecks, you can very easily get officer grade modules, which can go, one of those can go for a billion ISK, hands down, very easily. Yeah. By the way, with this I can do 7 jobs at once, which is nice. This was back before I had an industry ult. Um, I was thinking about, oh, I'm gonna train all this on one character. No, don't. Don't do that. I'm probably gonna have 3 characters on this one account, so that I can actually have one that's two that are gonna be always training, and then one that's gonna basically get you know PI. I was about to say, yeah, planet management to 5, everything to 5. I don't really need, because there's also advanced planetology. That basically gives, I think that um, um, you know, might as well just do it for Christian Guild. I probably don't need it. I'll have to talk to someone who actually knows a lot more about it. Um, but basically, do them. That's all they'll do. No, actually, no. So what I'll do is, yeah, no, because I want to get him to fly a, and this is an interesting ship that I've actually found recently. Where is it? So, I found the Squall. I was introduced to Squall a few days ago. It's a transport ship that can be armed, which is awesome. I can fly one. Um, I want to be able to fly a deluge. Now, what makes the deluge special is they have the 4,000 transport capacity, but they also have 30,000 infrastructure hold, which means for PI. Basically, they will be able to fly one of those things, one that's specifically designed for um, transporting PI stuff. I'll basically be able to fly a cloak, and whatnot. So basically, get that trained up. That's going to take about a month to do. Yeah, because I think, how many skill points does holders need? Yeah, they need much. So they have as much as a. They have a little less than a cruiser. They're less than a cruiser, and basically all he'll do is PI, 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 PI. That's all he'll do. Once I do that, I don't need to train him anymore. Because he'll be able to do his job. I'll have like 6. Like, if I can get 3 characters, all of them maxed out in planet management, I can I can very easily make $1 billion a month per character. If I can get access to the right planets, especially in nullsec. If I can get access to nullsec and the right planets to make the really nice PI stuff, I can make a shit ton of money per month. And because PI stuff doesn't weigh all that much. Um, I can just give it to that character, and bing, bada, boom, they're done. I'll have to actually talk to
Docking permission requested. Docking
um
request accepted.
the guy who knows about PM more than I do. But yeah, this is gonna be it for the stream. They're a research agent. Okay, that actually makes sense. Okay, so I just did 10 epic arc missions. Yay! I'm gonna sell that because I'm not gonna have something all the way on fringes of where I am. So yeah, so I am now 290 from having an extra 250,000 skill points. Yeah. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this stream. I will catch you all after lunch, or maybe a little bit after that. Probably watch a movie or something. I'll do that more in the afternoon. Alright, this is Kavfire saying no.